Hey, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman from the Jewish Executive Learning Network and BregmanSuccess.com. It's Sunday, which is a big family day in the Bregman household to the maximum extent that my work schedule and everything else can allow it. Just want to give a little bit of parenting advice in this video while I'm hanging out with my big guy, my oldest son. Baruch Hashem, thank God. We're spending some good time together. Say hi.
Hi.
And the truth is that what I want to share over, it's not just relevant in parenting. Let's say you're a parent and you're blessed to have children, but this would actually be something that applies even if you don't yet have children. One day you want to, or if in any role when you want to influence people. Look, the Midrash tells us in Bereshis Rabbah, Midrash tells us that the word harim, which means parents in Hebrew, is conjugate with the word hayrim. Hayrim means mountains, and harim means parents. Harim, hayrim, what's the connection in the Torah? Parents and mountains. So the Midrash says that it has something to do with Jacob and Yaakov Avinu, and at a difficult point in his life, he looked up to the mountains, hoping for his assistance. Ma'ayin yavoy Ezri, from where will my help come? And it was really referring to his parents, and there's a lot of Torah with that. The short answer I would tell you, the connection between parents and mountains is, you know the answer? Okay. The answer is this, is just as a mountain is something, if you're there, you look up to it, you don't look at it eye level usually, you look up to it as something majestic to behold. So too, if you are a parent, you want to conduct yourself in such a way and set an example for your kids and your family in such a way that you are something that's also majestic to behold, like a mountain, something for them to look up to, look up towards. It's a big thing. It's a mountain over there. Isn't that a nice Devar type? It's a nice insight, right? Cool? Yeah, you like? You could use that. So harim, parents, should be like harim, mountains, like whoa, something like that. Why do I say this? Those people that I advise privately, mentor, counsel, and everything else know that are very big into the idea that if you're a parent, you should make yourself into something that your kids are going to want to look at, look towards, look up to. Whether you have kids today and you've been blessed to have children, whether they're younger or older, or maybe you're still single and you want to get married and then you're going to work on having children, God willing, same thing applies. Your job, this is part of the Torah perspective, is to work on yourself in such a way that you, in Yiddish we'd say, you wachs groß, you actually grow big, you become great. You actually become something that's worth looking at and looking up to. Because, when you have kids, they're always looking at you, watching you, studying you. Would you agree with that? You're so quiet. You talk sometimes in these videos, right? Maybe you will soon. Okay. He said to me, he's like, can we do a practice take? I said, no, in the Bregman house, it's always one take, right? Yeah. Okay, he's shy today. But that's what you want to do. You always want to make yourself into something that even if you don't have kids today, that when you will, or whether you're a rabbi and you have students, or whatever your role in life where you're mentoring or advising or you're influencing people, become something that's worth looking up to. They're already going to be there anyway. Make yourself into something that's worth looking up to. So this is something that I'm very sensitive to, that very much in the Bregman household, whether it's a Shabbat table or day-to-day conversations, I always try to sprinkle in values and ideas and lessons that are very important to me and to us that I want to inculcate and put into the kids. Because I'll tell you the bottom line, your job as a parent is not there to be your kid's friend. A lot of people make this mistake in Western society. They try to be the friend of their child. And I say, look, your job is to be a parent, and you can be a parent who is friendly. You feel what I'm saying? You hear it? You can be a parent who's friendly, but your job is not to be their friend who happens to be a parent. You hear what I'm saying? Your job is to be a parent who's friendly and loving and warm to the child. But your job is not to be a friend who happens to be a parent. If you don't get that right, you try to be a parent. You're supposed, if you try to be a friend first before a parent, you're going to mess up the situation. And people are always going to be influencing your kids by osmosis in society from all sides. It's going to happen. Question is, are you going to get in your values? So you have to articulate them. Don't just hope that the kids are catching all the right values. You have to hopefully put it out there. So anything you want to add?
My father says it's important to think about other people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll do that to wrap up the video. So, this is a pop quiz, but, what would you say are, 3, 4, 5 things that are values that I'm always telling you, like, this is how we have to be, this is how we have to act, this is the way a proper Jew and human being has to be. Like, what do we say? So you said number one, we always have to think about other people. Come closer to the camera. You're not so small, but you look like it next to Big Tati. Come on, talk.
Number one, to think of other people, and
you mean not just yourself?
Right.
Right. We talk about that a lot. Came up on Friday night.
And to give tzedakah.
What's tzedakah mean? Not everybody who watches these videos knows Hebrew.
Charity.
Right. So we financially we give money. Right. Remember this morning I gave you money to give to anybody who was poor. Mm-hmm. Right.
And to be truthful.
Right. Truthful. Okay, what do I always tell you? I can't stand when people tell me what?
Baloney.
Yeah, I don't like when people tell me baloney. A lot of times, you know this, that if somebody tells me the truth, I forgive them, I let it go. A Michael, in Hebrew we'd say a Michael. I forgive, I let it go. But when people start telling me baloney, what happens? So I like it or I get upset?
Upset.
I get upset. I don't like it. Because now I don't always point it out to people that I know they're telling me baloney. I don't always point it out to them, but I'm actually many times way sharper than people realize. I don't like it when people tell me baloney. Any other values you get from the Bregman house that you want to talk about now?
Not that I want to talk about.
How about working hard?
And trying your best.
Trying your best, right?
And being your best.
And being your best? Okay, this is great stuff. Love you. Okay, anyway, should we wrap up the video? Okay, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network and BregmanSuccess.com. If you're blessed to have children, love them and put your values into them because it's a rough world out there, and give them the very best chance they have to be proper people and human beings. You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Okay, bye. Have a good week. We'll see you. Bye.